We are in week number 2 of the prep football season in the state of Louisiana, and the Hash It Out Show game of the week is getting on a roll more than anything else. And this week, Saturday night game of the week, it will be the John F. Kennedy Cougars taking on the Warren Eastern Eagles in a big time rematch from last season. We're here with the head coach of the John F. Kennedy Cougars, Lynarise Elpheage. Coach, how you doing?
What's up, VK? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Man, I tell you, you always be prepared and everything. Your team's so far off to a nice start, a nice victory last week on the road at Scotlandville. I know it wasn't an easy game, but tell us a little bit about the victory and also what kind of things that you seen that was good and what things you had to fix.
It was a good win, man. It was a well fought, hard fought game. I thought the kids they answered the call when it was needed. We faced a little adversity out there, and I was able to see how they would respond in those situations because we're a very fairly new team. So they haven't been in those situations yet, and I'm glad that we started off the season being in those situations, learning how to respond to those type of situations. It was a much needed victory. The goal was met, 1-0, like we try to go every year, every week. So I'm proud of the guys, man. But a lot of things we need to clean up, penalties, just little mistakes, just being on point, knowing what you're supposed to do in certain situations and executing. So we have to execute better if we want to be the team we want to be moving forward.
Well, the good thing that we're seeing, and I've seen some couple highlights and everything that Kennedy is starting to become one of those programs that they don't rebuild, they just reload more than anything else. Because it seems like the defense still pretty good, even though you have a lot of veterans back. Offensively, you're young, but some way somehow you find ways to still move the football, and special teams is still pretty good on the up and up, even though you lost your kicker. So that's a really good sign that this program's continue to move.
Yeah, I mean that's what we hoping for, and that's what we trying to continue. We just trying to keep it consistent, man. Just trying to put a good product on the field year in and year out, and hopefully we could continue to do that.
Well, defensively, you're led by Calvin Sparrow and also a couple of good veterans. Tell us a little bit more about your defense that has been really, really stout, especially how they came up big last week.
Um, Dominic Root, uh, Amari Lewis, Devin Duplessis, those guys, they lead that defense. They're the returning starters heavily, and they responded. So they got that group going, and we fired up about our defense.
Very much agreed. The defense is really fast, very, very quick. Offensively, can you tell us a bit about a couple of your players, your young players that's been really focused this year, but not just that, the veterans that has been stepping up and leading the offense.
Returning starters from last year. Our two offensive tackles. We have our running back Kenny Chelsea, who we leaning on a lot this year. He didn't start last year, but he was in a rotation. He played a lot, so he's a veteran. But all the rest of the guys, they're fairly new, and I just like that young group that we have at the receiving core. I think they're going to be special. They have a chance to do some good things. But we leaning on our Kenny to lead that offense, and he's doing a good job so far.
That's a Kenny Chelsea. Kenny Chelsea. That's a really Chelsea is really really a good back. Very very consistent in himself the last couple of years, and now being one of the leading guys is going to be it's going to be a big lift. Especially you said two tackles are back on the line, so it's good to have two anchors really right there leading a young line. So that's a good sign there. Also offensively, I know things will get better. It looks like maybe a couple of years ago when you had a younger offense, but you just knew about week 5, week 6. Here comes the Kennedy Cougars more than anything else. Are we expecting that again this year?
Uh, I'm hoping so, man. I think week 5, week 6, we should be, catching our stride, and our offense should be fully loaded and ready to go. Those young guys should be brought along by then. My quarterback, he's coming along, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the future holds for us.
This week you got the Warren Easton Eagles in a rematch. Last year, you guys had it was a really good game. You had a great start. Easton came back, but you guys really put the ball game away. Got a signature victory to really get things going with this Kennedy squad. And what we expect on this Saturday. What's kind of a little bit of the approach going into this Warren Easton game on Saturday, and especially a change in venue with this game now being a tag only.
You can expect the same thing from last year, man. It's gonna be a hard fought, hard nosed game. Jerry gonna have those guys cool. They're gonna be well coach disciplined, so we're not gonna have no run for error. Um, we'll have to come with our A game in order to compete with those guys, man. They're a staple program in the state for the last decade. We have number of respect for those guys, but we're coming to play and they're coming to play, so it's going to be a clash. It's going to be a clash, and you expect nothing different but that.
Very much so, very much so. And how you think the atmosphere is going to be on Saturday? It was a big crowd last year for that game in Pan American, and hopefully it's expecting to be as a big crowd on Saturday as well, because I know it's a huge Saturday night period. But how the atmosphere do you think is going to be on that on Saturday?
Man, I think it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be high school football. Like if you were a fan of high school football, it's the type of atmosphere you want to be a part of. Like you say, they changed the venue to tag only. They're expecting the crowd to be moved it to tag only, and I think we're the only game in the city. So um, I think it's going to be amazing, man. I think it's going to be some good high school football being played out there.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed. Now, what would it mean to you guys if you can pull off this victory on Saturday and going into week three, 2-0? What now? If you guys get the victory on Saturday, what would it mean to you to get this victory and Kennedy comes out a week two, 2-0?
I mean, it means a lot. That's the goal. This week we shooting for 1-0 again this week. If we get achieve that goal, that'll be big for us. Every it's the same every week, man. Nothing changed. Every time we step on the field, we want to win.
Very much agreed. I can understand that. Lynarise Elpheage, we definitely appreciate you joining us here. Hash It Out Show Hash It Out Show Saturday night game of the week between the John F. Kennedy Cougars and the Warren Easton Eagles this Saturday on JV Sports Guys YouTube page, and we will be live 6:45. Countdown to kickoff at 7 o'clock with the kickoff, and it should be an unbelievable one. Flood the page, and we need to see a lot of you viewers coming out and watching this great ball game on Saturday. Coach Lynarise Elpheage, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate it.